Hi everyone, welcome back to Surroguide. I'm Travis,
I'm Veronica.
and today we're going to discuss things to consider when selecting intended parents to work with in surrogacy. So, without further ado, let's get into it.
Hey guys, welcome back. So today we wanted to discuss things to consider when selecting your intended parents. I feel like this is such a crucial decision that you make when becoming a surrogate because you're in this you begin this very long journey with this couple. Just it's in someone that you can see yourself. Just being in each other's lives. And so we kind of put together a list of things that you should consider before you go through the matching process. And without further ado, let's get into this list. First point on the list is vision. So for me, I had a vision going into surrogacy. I wanted to make another woman a mother. And so I saw myself caring for a heterosexual couple and making them parents. And your vision might be different. I've known many surrogates to carry for all different types of families. That was just kind of the vision that I had going into surrogacy. So I just feel like it's kind of good to sit down and think about what kind of family you see yourself caring for. And I feel like that would kind of make it easy to determine your criteria for the family. The second point on the list is whether you feel comfortable caring for a straight, same-sex, or a single parent. For us, one of the big things for us was we wanted it to be a couple. So we told them single parents be at the bottom of our list, mainly because we like the whole idea of having a two-parent home, so that both parents balance the responsibilities of the child. And we both grew up in two-parent homes. We feel it's important for there to be a nice balance in the home between the two parents carrying both the responsibilities of the child. And then point number 3 is religious beliefs. Do you want to take it away?
Yeah, so religious beliefs is something to definitely take into consideration when selecting intended parents. Different religions across the world have different customs, different things that one religion may frown upon while another one doesn't. And it's always important to keep in mind those differences that you may have with those intended parents and to decide if that's something that you're willing to work around or if that's something that you would rather work with somebody who is the same religion as you, who you may be more comfortable and actually know the customs and not offend their family or in any type of way. Another point that we have here is, with that being said, is out of country or international parents. If that's somebody you want to work with, a lot of people will come to the United States to to work with surrogates because of the United States medical system, and it's just it's a lot more protections here for families. And with the international parents come language barriers, the potential for you and the intended parents to not speak the same language. Are you willing to try and learn another language or use some applications like Google Translate or other applications that they have? My cousin did surrogacy and they matched with a family from China. So there was a language barrier there for them, but they still had a wonderful journey with them. They were able to communicate just fine using applications and everything like that. They still keep in touch years later after their journey. And so don't let a language barrier discourage you. We chose to carry for somebody preferably in the United States that do speak the same language as us. We figured it might just make the whole process a lot easier, make sure that there was no confusion between us and them and our communication. And the last point that I wanted to make was the delivery room. Are you okay with the parents being in the delivery room? This is something obviously for both of you to decide and talk about. But for me personally, I am okay with the intended mother being in the delivery room. But not super thrilled about having the father in there with them. Veronica might have some different views on that, but I am more than happy to be out in the waiting room with the father while we're waiting for that big for that big news.
That's definitely something to consider as far as if you are caring for a same-sex couple. If it's two dads, then are you okay with one of the dads being in the delivery room or both dads being in the delivery room? And a lot of times I feel they do kind of want to be in there, but then obviously there are some times where they don't want to be in there and they just want to have someone let them know, hey, the baby's here. But yeah, so that's definitely something to consider when choosing your intended parents, is if you can see yourself allowing either the intended mother or even the couple into the delivery room. And that's definitely something that's discussed prior, if you're okay with them being in the delivery room. Also because they let your coordinator know how frequent they would like to communicate with you during the pregnancy, how active they want to be in the pregnancy. So you have an idea of whether they want to be in the delivery room, whether you want to have active communication with them, and even after pregnancy, if that's something that they want to do, if they want to have communication with you after the pregnancy. And so that is definitely something important to consider. And then also something I wanted to bring up, and something important I feel is to consider, is a tandem pregnancy. So there is always a chance that you might receive a profile that requests that you do a tandem pregnancy, or it's also called a twibbling pregnancy. And it's basically where you carry a child at the same time that another surrogate is caring for a child. And it's normally most common with same-sex couples. So what happens is the dads basically get the same donor. So they get 2 eggs from the same donor, and they both each fertilize each of the eggs so that they have twins, but they're both biologically related, and you and this other surrogate carry the baby during the same time. So the babies are born around the same time. And would I do it? Probably not. Just because I like the idea of going through this journey with this family and not kind of like having their undivided attention, but it's such a crucial time, and I'd hate for them to not be able to like make it to an ultrasound because they're going to another ultrasound. So it's just something that's very like special and personal for me, and I feel like it's important that, to me, it's important to have parents who are active in the pregnancy, because I know it shows that they're thrilled to be a parent, and then this is also very important to them.
In future journeys, it may be something that we consider, but at least for our first journey, it is, like Veronica said, it is just as special to us as it is to the parents, as we're bringing in this life into the world. So it is very, at least for us, it's important to us that we work one-on-one with the family kind of a little more intimately before we start to kind of expand out into the realm of more people involved and things along those lines.
We were definitely more strict with our criteria for our first family, but we definitely have plans to do a second journey, and we'll probably be a little more open to profiles then, because we'll have already done it. But
and it's you guys can be extremely picky when choosing families, because you've got to believe that these parents are being very picky about who they want to birth their child, and these fertility clinics are being very picky about who they're willing to work with.
Yes.
So you want to make sure that this journey goes as wonderfully for you as it does for them, and you want to make sure that you bend where necessary, but ultimately stand your ground and stick to what you want in a family. That will ensure that you guys have the best experience through the process.
All right, I think we touched base on all the points that we wanted to make in this video. And if you guys have any questions, please leave them down in the comments. And don't forget to like and subscribe.
We'll see you next time.
Bye.
Bye.
We wanted to discuss the... Whoa! Okay. Yeah. All right, start again. Hey guys, welcome back. So today we wanted to discuss the process. What am I gonna say? Selecting your intended parents. We wanted to talk about things to consider when selecting your intended parents. Okay, let's do it again. Hey guys, welcome back. So today we wanted to talk about things to consider when selecting your intended parents. Oh my god!